Hello, everybody, and welcome to another group stage match. Here we have Frote7 versus SovietDubov. Sorry for the late live here. Let me go. I believe Frote is streaming on his Twitch and not his YouTube. So let me just put that in real quick, and then we will have him ready to go. And then, wait, if the players are even here, I'm here, which is what's important. Made it just in time. As we do have Soviet live. Oh, wait, let me think I did the wrong. Yep. No, this should be right. Oh, yes, it is right. Okay. Show that. And there we go. We have both players here ready to go in Sapienza, which was picked by Frote7, and Soviet picked Santa Fortuna. Hopefully everyone can hear me all right. Just making sure, as it was a little rush setup, but I did make it in time. With looking at the map with just about a minute and a half to go, we have Frote having 38 maps played on Sapienza with a personal best of 419, with SovietDubov a lot less experience, but still playing 12 matches, so still very much a good amount. As we head into this Group A match, with Frote looking to submit himself as one of the front runners for Group A, while SovietDubov is looking to gain some points in his first or second match of the tournament so far. With just about 30 seconds left, looking at the map record, Scruffy has a record of just under 4 minutes. Frote is close, but not close enough. And Soviet's record in his 2 wins is a 10:38. We also have multiple other matches going on that people should definitely check out. With who is it? We have Nizuko-chan versus Mika, and Joker versus Currymaker as well. And here comes the spin. We have Silvio Caruso Combat Knife Biolab Security and Francesca Silence SMG Butler. I wonder if the multi-wash can have all 3 at the same time or not. Who knows? Pretty simple here from Silvio, as some random person responds with, "Oh, that was a spin." As let me refresh to make sure there's no freezing, because it just looks like people are not doing anything. Oh, they are playing. Okay. As a little slow, that might just be me. Both players going, and Soviet insta replans, it looks like, as Frote is moving up. You pretty much bring the combat knife with you. No point not to bring it with you, as it's just a simple, even easier, as Frote is just getting around it. I don't think lab start done, mainly because I think the best way is if you go for freaking out Silvio, he'll run down to a easy biolab security, and then you'll have that ready to go after getting the Francesca Silence SMG kill. Would be what I think, but because otherwise you kind of have to backtrack no matter what with killing the virus, and then Franny would go down there anyway. So I would think a Silvio panic would be the way to go here. As both players are doing similar strats, Frote is just a little bit ahead. Just similar strats to get the Butler disguise. as Frote is now heading up to, I would assume, activate Silvio Lure and also head to kill Francesca. As we have a restart here from Soviet. Not sure if it was a rip or just a wanting to restart. Maybe the butler saw the body that he left out there. As Frote gets an instant trank on him. I did not know that you can get that trank. What? That trank's... He went through the door. Yeah, okay, housemate spotted. That's what I assumed would happen. I did not realize that you could get that trank off because it looked like he went straight through the door there. As Frote will now head to scare, I would assume, Silvio. And honestly, this Frote is very clean currently and is going very fast. As he grabs a coin, just needs to wait for Silvio currently. And with just under 2:30 game time is set for a pretty good grab here, as Soviet is thinking about restarting, it looks like, or replanning maybe. Not entirely sure what that's about. As Frote is now going to KO the second guard, it looks like. Getting ready to set up the the Caveler, and will now go down there. Yep, lockdown started. Is going to follow Silvio behind, take out Biolab, kill him. I'd assume he's going to take out once he gets into the cave. And then we'll be done. And we'll just need to take out Virus. As he should. Yep, is going to take out this guard. Just needs to make sure to do it cleanly. And now we'll take the disguise. Needs to throw at Silvio before he runs. Yep. Now, sniper shot. Gets it and just needs to leave. And we should have a dub here from Frote in map 1 with a total time of 4:23. Just misses his PB and takes map number 1 here, as we have coming up Santa Fortuna picked by Soviet. Of course, Santa Fortuna is worth ruining your sleep schedule for, Peter. It absolutely is. As we have just under a minute and a half till Santa Fortuna. As we see, Soviet has played Santa Fortuna once and ended in a tie, while Frote has played it a total of 20 times with a best of 842. So... very different amounts of skill here. Interesting pick from Soviet. Would not have expected that to be the picked map from Soviet here, but everyone decides to pick. Everyone has choice over any map they pick, so will be interesting as we await the spin. With just about 30 seconds left. I wonder why Frote signs up with his YouTube if he's just going to use his Twitch. Who knows? As we have just under 15 seconds until the spin is released. With the record for this as a Oh, we got oh, gotcha. Gotcha. No ads and stuff. As we have a scoring record as Nezuko Chan wins in Berlin, and we receive our spin with Rico Sniper Rifle Coco Field Worker, Jorge Drowning Street Soldier, and Andrea Electrocution Construction Worker. The scoring updates are sick. As we saw Nezuko take Berlin, I think in 8.5 minutes time wise, I want to say. Oh, does that mean you're going to go to sleep, Peter Dutton, instead of watching the Santa Fortuna spin? As Jorge Drowning is pretty simple, needs to distracting the guards as players are trying to figure out what they want to do, and we see Soviet in first. Andrea is I want to say bathroom. You got to get her to a bathroom. As Peter Dutton is saying he will go to see a different... RR is Roulette Rivals. It's Hitman Roulette, basically. So I don't have the thing. But where each map that is picked, the kill conditions and disguise grabs are randomly chosen, different for all three. Yeah, I don't think that works on here. Some random person, sadly. Unless it does, but I don't think it does. And yeah, as you see here, we have 3 targets. Each one has a different kill condition and different disguise grab necessary. This is just the group stage for RRWC. As both players taking different routes, with Frote going for suit start while Soviet is starting in the mansion here. Looks like Frote will go for getting his street soldier nice and early. So we'll have that drowning kill ready. And then we'll head, I'm assuming head to get Andrea, but not entirely sure. As Soviet takes out Rico, and we'll just need to snipe him later on. As Frote switches back to his suit and decides to leave. Not happy with something, it looks like. Not exactly sure what. Oh, maybe he forgot his taser. That's what it... Oh, he's getting construction worker now. That's what he was... I think he left his taser on the ground or something and is also getting construction worker. As we see Soviet heading now towards Andrea's compound. And Frote will head back towards the compound to KO Andrea and then electrocute her. As Soviet is also going for the construction worker grab currently. Oh, there is free electric. Okay, that makes more sense then. As we see now Soviet heading to Andrea's compound to get her gone and electrocute her. Oh, free water, that's right. As Frote will drop the taser and pop her now. And Soviet will do the exact same thing. Soviet is currently ahead in this match, technically, as he already has Rico KO'd. It is very close, and the only reason he's a little bit ahead currently is because of having another KO. But Jorge still is a painful one. And, oh, that's... Okay, that just worked, I guess. Normally that doesn't work. I guess maybe depending on the time, it might not work. Sometimes someone sees, or I guess Cam sees, but is fine at the moment. It is very close as Frote is now heading towards Rico Delgado's compound, as it looks like Soviet will now head towards Jorge to get the drowning. I'm hoping he has a sniper in that suitcase, but we'll head back to the compound and most likely head over to Jorge to get sick, and then drown, and then grab Cocoa Field Worker to come back, is what I would assume. As Frote is taking out the gardener, and we have another scoring update. Joker and Currymaker won Dubai with a 2:45 to tie that match up 2-2. As both players are in similar spots currently. In-game time is different for either player, but very similar. Both have gotten 1 kill and is now heading into the cocoa fields. As we see both players looking to get Jorge sick, and so both will need to watch out because I believe you need to stop the guards as well, as Soviet gets some big whooshes here to just take the guards away and then gets him sick, I want to say, as because I think some guards might see you drown him. Someone could, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what you have to do. As we see now, Soviet head over to what I'd assume is grab a cocoa worker disguise, a cocoa field worker disguise for the Rico Delgado kill. And we shall see as he awaits getting the... and needs to be careful here not to get seen or heard drowning him, and does so. And Soviet is ahead in this spin currently, as Frote looks to be trying to get a lure from a mansion guard, as Soviet now has the correct disguise for Rico, and will just need to sniper, get a sniper rifle, or he might have a sniper rifle with him, and shoot Rico dead. Starting Rico's start of in the mansion seemed to work really well, as he still got to, because Frote had to kind of wait around for Andrea to get to her spot and everything, and went backwards and then forwards again. But Soviet already has Rico KO'd, and all just needs to get over there now, as he does come back to pick up his sniper rifle, and all he needs to do is get over and get the kill. And Soviet didn't even disguise or force Rico into this area. He just got him there on his own without and will leave in the car and finish with a time of 8:17. And Soviet looks to take map number 2 here, as Frote just did the wrong kill. Frote did just complete the wrong kill anyway, but does end up losing the map as well. So even if Frote had enough time, did do the wrong Jorge kill with the, I believe he did at least. As we now head on to map number 3 in Whittleton Creek. And that is Soviet's first finish. I believe first finish in Santa Fortuna as well, with a pretty good time. As we see Whittleton Creek stats with 11-6 Frote with a personal best of 5:25, and Soviet a 1-1 with a best of 11:55. So very different going into this, but as Soviet showed, if he has a strat that works, he can very much complete it. As we await the Whittleton Creek spin. And that'll be Frote's first points losses, as this is Frote's second match. First one was against me where he 6-0'd me, but we'll now go into, after match 2, not being able to go. Frote won't be able to go top after this, I believe, since Time Cube is at 10 points. So Frote can only get a total of 10 points to tie Time Cube currently. And Time Cube and Frote are yet to play. As we have just under 30 seconds until the spin is released. As Soviet's just doing a little bit of preloading in, it seems, and getting ready to move forward. And here comes the spin. We have Janice Fall Gunther and Nolan Impact Explosive Sheriff. Pretty much you need a Trank, an Impact Explosive Weapon, so baseball, golf ball, nitro, pretty much any of that. And that's it. That's all the important stuff you need. I don't actually know what the Janus fall is. I would assume you can just fall him off his roof, but you need the Trank for Sheriff, and you don't technically need a Trank for Gunther, but it is good as Soviet's in first and is already moving towards getting kill number 1. Needs to be careful not to get seen by Gunther here, as Frote is just catching up slightly as Soviet gets the down on the KO on Gunther, and will now just need to change the skies and create the fall, as Frote is right behind him, and this is a very tight match. We'll need to not get seen. I don't know exactly where the fall kill technically is on this map. Needs to watch out for these guards here, as you do not get seen there, as both players are doing the exact same kill, which makes sense. Fall. Big Machete says it's in the bathroom, but Soviet very much did not throw him out of the bathroom there. As now, I would assume Soviet to go down, destroy the cams, and grab clue number 1 as well. Oh, it looks like Frote is dragging to the bathroom as well. So Soviet might have a clear advantage here, going for a quicker fall kill that Frote does not see at the moment, or does not know. As now Soviet will head towards getting Sheriff, as Frote is continuing to KO guards and will drag him to the bathroom. Very good knowledge there. The question is, does Soviet know where Sheriff is? Because he's not heading towards the Sheriff currently. I'm not sure Soviet knows where the Sheriff's disguise is. He is currently heading away from the Sheriff. Oh, as we have a restart from Frote. I want to say he might have ripped. Oh, as Soviet gets his Trank. He was not heading away from the Sheriff. He was just getting his Trank. I believe someone saw Frote toss the body out the window, if I'm correct. Someone will have to quote me on that. But Soviet had a big detour and needs to make sure he shoots the right guard here. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, Soviet. You got to make sure you shoot the right one. Okay, it looks Soviet has indeed shot the right one, but needs to make sure not to get seen by the worker, and does so by not getting seen there, and will just be able to grab that disguise, and will now just need to head over to Nolan. That just shows how good of a fall kill that Soviets is as well, is that seemingly no one sees you toss that body out the window. As we have another scoring update, incoming. Currymaker looks to have taken 2 more points on a Whittleton Creek against Joker. As we see Soviet now heading for Nolan to get kill number 2. As it looks like Frote's going for the bathroom toss out the window as well, and is dragging him around the cams. Always got to make sure you have the right disguise. And will be going in the bathroom. Needs to make sure not to get seen this time. And does not get seen, so will now head over to head downstairs, most likely to take out cams. Oh, is not getting the clue. Maybe he's getting a clue from downstairs as Soviet is going for clue number 2, and will now most likely try and get Nolan over here, and then we'll go for clue number 3 in the shovel, with the shovel to dig up the cigar box. As Frote is now gotten first clue and will head out of Janus's property, almost getting ripped twice. Big whooshes there from Frote as he gets his stash as well. And Soviet's kind of in a waiting mode at the moment as Nolan is going through his conversation. Which gives Frote time to, in a way, catch up, but Frote goes back, it looks like, and is going to shoot this man's foot for some reason. Forgot to take out cams, maybe, is what I'm thinking. And did forget to take out cams, actually. And has a body being dragged here as well. And does now take out cams. Unfortunate there from Frote, as it looks like Soviet's just going to take Nolan out in the garage. We'll need to close the garage and get close to the end if he's going to impact explosive weapon, since it will be a loud kill, basically. And we'll box him up then as Frote gets the sheriff's disguise, and Soviet looks to almost get the spin as he's going to toss it near him. And does get that. We'll need to box him up now. I guess maybe throwing at his head doesn't yeet him as far. And we'll now just need to grab his shovel and escape. Or get the final clue and then escape, I should say. Still green guns after the body being found. And Soviet looks to be taking map number 2 and 2 more points. Map number 3, actually. Just needs to find the location of the spot you dig up, and looks to have just found it now. And is going to grab the cigar case and is not trespassing, so can easily run out and leave. And this will be a GG with Soviet taking map number 3 and looking to take 2 more points against Frote. As Frote now is getting the Nolan kill, but will just not have enough time as Soviet takes map 2 and map 3 against Frote. Very well played on both Santa Fortuna and Whittleton here from SovietDubov. And now if we look at the groups, we'll give it a second for the score to be posted, and then give a little few refreshes. And then we can look at Group A, which is also the group that I am in. Let's see if it is updated. Soviet. Yes, Soviet is now still in 6th with 5 points. Tied currently with Housen on 5. And Volcat is on 6. Crescent, we got 8. Frote is now also on 8, I believe. Yes, 8. And then Timecube is on 10. So this group is becoming a pretty active one on the lower, or really just in general on getting those last 3 spots in, with TimeCube a little bit ahead after 2 games. But yeah, as some random person says, that is a group indeed. As now, if we look at the upcoming matches, there's a few matches that the Joker match did finish. Nezuko-chan is still happening currently. We have another match in about 30 minutes with Linux Penguin, and then a few matches in a few hours, and then that'll be done for the day, and then we have more matches tomorrow. So I hope everyone tunes in for all of those. While we are here, we will go and raid the other match that is still happening here, which is Nezuko-chan versus Meek. Actually, that match is just finished, so we will not have someone to raid there, as I believe Nuko-chan just took the match there. So instead, we shall raid TimeCube, who is doing some roulette practice. Yes, as the other match just finished, so everyone now can go join TimeCube and watch his practice on Colorado, which might be for my match against him on Colorado, actually.